On this scene, I want to talk more about chemistry and attraction and how chemistry is created and how maybe attention is given. I'm actually going to write that down as in medium file, file, new story. Actually, right, come on, man. So chemistry and attraction, and I got to this conversation when I was discussing attention with myself. See, I have a friend of mine who seems pretty cool. There's something missing. There's something missing. I don't know how to explain it. He clearly seems like he has given up in an optimistic way. It's the better way to say it. But so when I started writing about attention, attraction the other day, and I started discussing it. So when I started talking about attention and attraction the other day, it was very much one-sided, and I thought that was enough. Then I was talking to my friend, the one in the morning that I discussed stuff with at work. Super brilliant conversations. When I talked to the one in the morning, we basically kind of like, she asked me, what about chemistry? What if something's attractive but you don't have chemistry to it? Kind of clicked in my head because I wanted to talk about attention because I had another friend that's lost in his own head and kind of like living life in just observer mode. And for me, I am very much the opposite of that. I'm active, or I'm in active mode. Like, try this, test this, move this, build this. So the the thing in between was chemistry, and the thought process behind chemistry is just interactions and what they reproduce. Can we say the same? It's like a thing between attention and attraction, and chemistry is the thing, the missing link in between. I'm, I don't know if it's fair to include, if it's fair to only include these, but I'm imagining this is the scenario. There's something that's attracting you, and you are the one giving your attention. And in between, you kind of either make a decision, I want to give attention to this, or I don't. So you're being attracted to something. Something is attractive. And being attracted requires you to actually move towards it, or give it the energy for you to flow towards it or slip towards it. And if you don't, then we basically kind of like this fades away from your existence, fades away from your thought process, fades away from your mind, I guess, or from whatever attractive about it is no longer, it's not something that's worthy of your time, effort, energy, or whatever. It's the whole point of that attraction. Second time I paused, by the way, because my dad came. So I started writing about like attention, and I found myself kind of like frozen, not really like moved. And the thought process of excitement towards writing, man, kind of came to me because I have probably a whole lot of stuff that I'm doing, and every single one of them for you to kind of like level up, you kind of like have to expose something to it. So for now, I really think the YouTube videos are more of a reflection with a bit of changes because I'm not putting in energy to actually push to it. But writing requires editing like 3, 4 times a day. Unless I really want to write and get something out of my head, there's not that much for me to kind of like, if I consume that energy in order to write, in order to get better at writing, because I'm looking for topics to write about, then I'll at least be then that energy is going from something else. My goals are three: build a community, build my platform, earn money while doing that through the business that I'm dealing with. So these need to be my main focus. Building the platform is a lot easier through something like this. And these videos are very much a self-reflection of myself. So it really doesn't matter. I don't know if I should be doing like probably doing like maybe live videos at one point just for the sake of like discussing some things. I don't know. You think you're ready? You think I'm ready? Still on episode 61. So there has to be at least till I start talking about my platform 40 episodes, which are doable. Like I see all the videos. At the very least, I see up to video number 70. It's been a good way for me to approach it. So going back to attention versus attraction, like all of these attract me, and I'm going nowhere close to them simply because what I'm doing is I'm giving all of them attention. And if I were to choose a few and give them attention properly, then I'll be able to fully just get over the things that require this much energy, this much like sense of direction, this much uh, discussion. It's not discussion. It's not discussion. It feels like when you want water from a towel and you squeeze it, and the last few drops are like the hardest. But then after that, it feels so dry because all the water's out. I feel that's what I'm doing with every single one of them. And every once in a while, I need to focus on something specifically. It's funny because a friend of mine asked me if I would join a conservatoire. And I told him I wanted to, but after I finish with my business analysis course, which is also happening this month. And so, at the very least, with the business analysis course, I'll be able to get the whole business planning out of the way. But then, where are my priorities and where are they going and what am I giving attention to? Because so far, at the very least, from now to the end of the month, I need to have finished the online course that I'm doing in order for me to be able to like code in my free time smoothly. I need to be able to finish my platform, or at the very least the preliminary stages of my platform, just so I can throw it around and see how people test it and figure something out. I also I hate that word need. So what I want to do, I want to finish coding the preliminary stage of my platform, which has been finished 3 times already, but I feel like every single time I have this conversation, I kind of like, ah, but I finished 3 times, now I have to do it a fourth time. Also took a course that I've been waiting for 3 months in order for this to happen. And this course has to finish this month before the new course of business analysis has to start. So what are my points of focus this month? They're simple. Finish the course, finish the business plan and proposition for the people that I'm working with, and basically fill up on as many videos as I can in order for me to kind of like have a bit more of a structure by the time I actually get to the end of the month. Because by the end of the month, I should at least have leveled up in my thought process towards my YouTube videos. And I should have been able to, at the very least, gotten over, felt the confidence. That's something that's nice because, like, every one of these, anytime I get one, it's basically labeled a subject. But if I never finish it, then this subject in my head is never over. So I feel like, if anything, I can look at this month and I could actually push towards getting all the things done without actually feeling the pressure of building my website. Because every single one of them contributes to it. Like YouTube channel contributes to the community. Writing contributes to actually the community, the thought process, because I am explaining slowly my thought process in order to build my formulation of society, which is basically the platform. So each one of them actually contributes, but they all have loose ends. And my goal is to basically finish these copybooks, which I think I have 12 of them. When I finish them all, that's closure for certain things and closure for certain thoughts and emotions and feelings. And that will allow me to kind of like take a solid step forward next month. Because next month, full priority is to finish with the actual business development, the business analysis course, because it has to be done. That's the first priority. And the second priority should be anything else. Great. All right. I have to create a list for priority of of how my priorities are going to be active this month or not. At the very least, if I actually start creating my schedule from a what's the priority this week, pop, then I'll be able to kind of like organize it in advance and kind of like follow it properly. Ugh, vacation mood rocks.